Bobi Wine joins us live now from Kampala, Uganda. Bobi, thank you so much for being with us. When you think about the fact that most Ugandans who are under the age of 40, which by the way is 75% of the population, have only ever known one president. They've only ever known Museveni as their leader. Just in terms of that and the widespread rigging that we have seen in previous Ugandan elections, the widespread voter intimidation, the fact that Museveni has such a tight grip on the institutions in your country. Talk to us about why it is important for you to run again this time.
Thank you very much. It is important for us to challenge the authoritarian ruler again and again and again until we eventually get our freedom, because not challenging him means giving up. Yes, we know that all odds are up against us, the military, the police, and all institutions of state. But also it is clear that the people of Uganda are standing firmly behind the forces of change that I am leading. So we are challenging Museveni first and foremost to remove any iota of doubt to the world, especially in the international community, and to remove all the pseudo-legitimacy that he lies the international community with. And therefore, the people of Uganda will be able to fight for their rights while the world will stand with them. That is why we're running again.
In 2021, you contested the results. You talked about the fact that the results were essentially all but guaranteed. The voting was rigged. You contested the results, but obviously it didn't lead to any meaningful outcome. Talk to us about what you have learned this time around. What are some of the lessons that you learned from the last time you ran back in 2021? I remember interviewing you then. What lessons have you learned from them that you're applying now, Bobi?
First and foremost, we've learned that dictators might not go with the first or second or third push, but eventually they fall if we don't give up. We have learned that we have to devise various means of communication, but most importantly, we've learned that we have to send back the responsibility to the population. In the previous election, I was under house arrest immediately after casting my ballot, which I expect the same thing now. As we speak right now, more than 730 of our colleagues are in detention. They've been arrested. Many are abducted and are missing. Some have been killed, but we are pushing on. But again, this time, we don't anchor it on an individual. We don't anchor it on myself. Yes, I'm the presidential candidate. Yes, I'm the leader. But we have tasked the people of Uganda to take charge of the campaign, to take charge of the voting, of the vote protection, but most importantly, in case Museveni rigs the election, like all signs are showing, the people of Uganda must rise up and demand for their victory.
What message do you have for young Ugandans who feel disillusioned about politics? I mean, we've seen in neighboring Tanzania, for example, just a few months ago, that election was also widely contested, and there was a massive crackdown as well on opposition voices as well. Just talk to us about how young Ugandans who feel disillusioned about politics, who feel that this time the vote is all but certain and that it is rigged, how do they stand up for peaceful and democratic change in your country?
To the young Ugandans, we've constantly told them that democracy works. But democracy only works when people stand firm and defend it. Therefore, we would have opted for violent means, but we don't believe in violence. Violence has never gotten nations anywhere. We believe in voting firmly and outstandingly many, and then defend that election, defend that victory. We've called upon the people of Uganda to exercise their constitutional right. Our constitution, Article 29, provides that the people of Uganda can peacefully, unarmed, protest any wrongdoing. And that is what we're calling upon the people of Uganda in case General Museveni rigs the election this time.
Obviously, campaigning, Bobi, is very different from governing. Just in terms of your plans, I mean, what can you share with us if you ever were to reach the top job in Uganda? What can you share about your plans in terms of tackling the economic hardship that has plagued the young people of Uganda, in terms of tackling corruption, which is obviously a massive issue as well, in terms of uniting Ugandans across ethnic lines. What would be your priority, Bobi, from day one?
Thank you. The issue of leading our country is not a matter of if, it is a matter of when, because we are confident. We've seen that all across the country, and we are sure that the people of Uganda will entrust the next generation with the leadership. Back in the day, our problems were three: ignorance, disease, and poverty. But now our problem can squarely be circled into one: corruption, massive corruption, which has been institutionalized, which has been turned into a currency and as a way of living and a way of staying in power. We want to crack down on that corruption when we take power. But most importantly, we also want to re-empower the institutions of state, and end the state capture, ensure that the judiciary and the legislature are independent and can check the executive. That way, we will be able to stop the one-man rule and have knowledgeable, talented, and able people to bring minds together and lead our country ahead.
Bobi Wine, live for us there. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us again ahead of the elections in your country.